Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing great on this Wednesday, right? Wednesday evening. I keep thinking it's Thursday for some reason. I wish. One day closer to the end of the week, right? Hey Yvette, how are you? So yeah, I'm gonna say my quick little spiel like I always do. Uh, Welcome to the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see here. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, all that good stuff. And yeah, get a little bit of everything here. As you can see, we're doing free yes and no's and some paid readings as well at a significant discount. Um, Also, those of you who have been rocking with your girl for a bit, hey, my girl, Castor River in the building. That's my bestie, my soulmate, my sister. Hey, girl. Yes. So thank you for you guys, for the continued support, and for being here. I appreciate you guys. So without further ado, and I think I see somebody who I don't think I've seen your name before. Hi, Justice. I don't think I've seen your name, Yusra. I hope I'm saying your name right. But yeah, welcome guys. So I'm going to be answering the questions in the order that they're received. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, free yes and no's, and anything else is paid. But all the prices and stuff are in the title and the description box. So and the payments are there too. Also, before I forget, because I will forget, do it on here. Sorry, guys. Message. So I just pinned the payment stuff. So if you're interested in something that's a paid service, just let me know. I do have my computer here, so that way I can know when people make a payment. It's just easier, so I don't have to try to figure it out on the phone. Sometimes I don't see the people stuff pop up. Give me 1 second, guys. I thought I had did this, but I guess I not. Bear with me. And I did see your question. I'm going to answer that for you. 1 second for my newbie to the channel. All right, so I got my Cash App running, and just do. Sorry, guys. So let's get started, guys. All right, so I did see that. Should I put my glasses on? Well, now I can't fucking see what the damn. I probably should. Yeah, my eyes are getting really bad, guys, and I do apologize, because I know that it's hard to see with the glare from the glasses, but like my face or whatever. But I can't. I really can't see anymore. Yeah, work, both jobs, just squinting like crazy. Kids are like, "Oh, what does this say?" I'm looking at the book. I'm like, I gotta bring it up that close to my face. I used to be able to see close up, no problem, but not anymore. All right, so let's see. So the first question here is Yusra. All right, so Yusra wants to know, is a deal her? I'm assuming you're, maybe I should just say there, because is a deal their soulmate? Clear yes or no. Clear yes or no. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to answer the questions as they come in. I'm going to do my best not to accidentally skip over anybody. Alright, so I'm getting possibly a no, but let's just pull an actual card just to see. What's a deal with their soulmates? I see. Okay. I'm getting that they might be your soulmate. However, they're doing a lot of work on themselves right now, and that makes a lot of sense, because the card that was giving me a no initially was the Four of Swords. but I always like to look at the surrounding cards and pull an actual card first before I make any assumptions. So I do feel like that there's a good possibility that they are, but they're doing a lot of work on themselves. So if you've been feeling like there's like distance or something with you guys, there's a reason for it. Or if they're hard to kind of read a little bit and you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on with them, that might be why. Because I think they're in the process of still healing from something, maybe from their past. Because we do have like we got the Page of Pentacles here on the bottom. We have the Eight of Pentacles here on the top, and then I did see, of course, now that I'm looking for them, I don't find it. I did see the Nine of Swords, and then when I had split the deck, it was the Star. So they're working on themselves right now at this time. I hope that was helpful. So let's see. So we also have Justice here. Hey, Kella. Does Lucas only want to marry me for? Oh, okay. That's a good question. For Kella, or I'm not sure if it's pronounced Kayla, if the E has a different pronunciation, but it doesn't matter in the sense of when I ask the question, like, because I connect with the question and then the person behind the question. So hopefully I'm not saying your name wrong, but I want to always be respectful of those kind of things. Does Lucas only want to marry for citizenship? Yes or no? Also, guys, as you guys receive your messages, please hit that like button. That's all helpful stuff for me, as well as hitting that subscription button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell so you know when I'm on, because I'm going to be doing these more often. I do this about 2 times a week at this time, sometimes more. Just depends on the week, because life could be crazy. All right, so to be honest, I'm kind of getting a yes. That is why they want to marry. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we have the Five of Pentacles that came out for the actual card. So even though it says no there, but I don't read it like as yes and no's like what it says here. I don't do it like that. I do it based on the energy of the card. So if this person is going through financial hardships or something like that, or things that have to do with their citizenship, that's telling me that that's more of a yes card, right? They're going through it. So they're trying to figure out how to get out of their situation. So they might be using you, especially with this Tower card here on the bottom of the deck. They're going through some shit. Five of Pentacles in the middle of the deck. So it's not giving me a good feeling. So they're trying to figure out a way to get out of their situation. Six of Wands here on the top of the deck. It's almost like I just heard meal ticket. So they might be looking at you as a meal ticket. And I'm sorry that I have to deliver that kind of news. But, you know, I didn't pick up on positive energy for that particular question. Sorry. But I do hope that at least is helpful. So I'll move on to the next question. Alina. Hi, Alina. All right, it's a pretty name. What the hell are they doing? Why? They were quiet as a church mouse. I was literally meditating and sitting in complete silence just a little while ago before I started this. And now they're just making all that doggone noise up there. All that damn noise, as my grandmother used to say. Why y'all making all that damn noise? All right, so for Amira, really pretty name. Does Wally currently... Okay, let me read that question again. Does Wally currently... I like how you phrased it that way, because, like, you want to know if it's conscious or not, or if it's just, like, behind the scenes. That's actually very, very wise, because a lot of times people have feelings and it's, like, behind the scenes, and they don't even realize they have feelings. It happens all the time. They tell themselves that they don't, or something like that. So it was smart that you asked in that way. There's the most accurate message. Yes, they do. We got the Knight of Pentacles. They do, but they're taking their time. The Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest moving energy in the deck. Very slow. But they see something about you. The Sun is here, so big time yes card. And yeah, see, there's anxiety and fears here. That's the thing. Like, So they have to let go of that stuff. But yeah, they keep it behind the scenes. I don't know if like you guys are more so like friends or something right now, or you work together, or I don't know. But like there's something like it's either given like really behind the scenes or secretive or something, or like you guys maybe work together in more like a professional setting or something. But I did see the Three of Pentacles too. It could be something along those lines, or you go to school together or something like that. And if it's not something like that, it's more so saying that they would like to become a partnership with you at some point. I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that resonates, and I hope that you found it helpful. All right, MMC. Hey, I remember you. How you doing? All right, will MMC get a promotion in the next 48 hours? I will say this. Time frames are always hard because, and I'm always acknowledging this because time changes or energy shifts constantly. Um, constantly. So when we start adding like an actual time frame, it gets a little wonky. But I'll still pull a card. But I just don't want you to be like, oh, that bitch told me that I was gonna get a job or a promotion or whatever, and I didn't get it in the time frame she said. I didn't necessarily say you were going to. And I always put a disclaimer there. I mean, honestly, with any of this, right, you want to be wise enough to use your own discretion and things like that anyway. But anywho, so will they get a promotion in the next 48 hours? Clearest and most accurate message. I knew a maybe card was gonna in my head. I'm like, I feel like it's gonna be a baby card just because I simply said what I said. All right, so we got the Hierophant here, which is a maybe card. It's a toss up. I wonder if okay, and that goes along with what I was about to say. I feel like I don't know if there's something about like your old like ways of doing things or thinking or something like that, really working on your value system, wanting things to be in alignment with what it is that you desire at this time. That might be important. That might be also kind of shifting the energy when it comes to whether or not this is going to happen. It's almost like it might, the ball almost could be even in your court possibly. Like, does this align with what it is that you want? Let's say if they present you with an offer and it doesn't align with what you want, you might decline it. You actually might be the one to decline. I'm getting something like that. Don't know for sure, but do also have the world here. Now I know it says yes, but again, it's almost giving me like if it does not align with what it is that you need, you're gonna close out that cycle. It's giving me something like that. Yeah, because I think whatever this is, you might have worked here for a long time. Seven of Pentacles here, you might have put a lot of effort into it, and now you're just kind of like on the fence about it. Like it's good for Swords here. It's like it's gonna put you in a position possibly to kind of be on the fence and have to think it through. And I think that's more for your own protection than anything. So even if they do offer it, you might be the one to be like, I don't know. Let me know if that makes sense. I'm getting something like that. So it's a maybe. All right. Let's see. Yvette wants to know, will she receive important papers in the mail soon about her family? There's the most accurate. You're welcome, Yusra. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. Especially even with my glasses, I can barely fucking see. These letters are so small. If you guys really understood how small those letters are on the damn screen when you're trying to do what I'm doing, and look up and look down at the same time, it's kind of a lot. Maybe I need bifocals. Great. Yvette. Let's see what's going on for Yvette. All right, so I do have a yes card here. We got the Nine of Wands. I feel like whatever these papers are for your family, this is something that has been in the works for a while. And it's tiring and annoying and you're frustrated. Yeah, this is something that's been going on for a bit. Yeah. I'm not sure if it has something to do with like a home or something. Like maybe assets or something. I don't know. Let me know if that's making sense. But like I'm picking up on it could be something along those lines. Something about a home or assets. But yeah, I feel like again this is something that's been going on for a while, and it's like when the hell is this shit gonna be done? You know what I mean? Like frustration kind of starting to build, and just hoping that it'll, get to where it needs to get to before, you kind of lose your shit or your family or whomever, right? It's like, look, I need this to be done and taken care of, you know. Um, yeah, let me know if that's making sense though. But I'm picking up that it might be something along those lines. All right. So, welcome. Nola. Nola wants to know, will they move this year? I mean, we've got 2 more months left of the year, so, you know, we'll see. Let's see for Alina, will they move this year? I'm getting a yes. Let me explain why. Now, see, it says no, right? This is why I don't pay attention necessarily to that. I pay attention to the energy of the card. So you're asking me, are you moving? The death card literally represents transformations, endings, and new beginnings. That's what it represents. So I see this card, I'm thinking death and rebirth energy. You might be seeing the number 13 a lot lately, or variations of the number. Like 31, 13, you might see it in succession, like, you know, as a mirrored image or a mirrored number, or, things along those lines. Let me know if that makes sense. You might also be seeing the number 4 as well. And then we have on the bottom of the deck the Knight of Wands, which literally is about movement. So it's like, it's about a journey, it's about adventures, it's about making quick decisions as well. So you might have to, like, I'm getting possibly, like, let's say if it's like a house, you might have to put an offer in quickly, right? In a way that, you have to act. I don't want to use the word hasty, but like you might have to be just quick on your feet. I just heard quick on your feet. So just like, as long as something feels good, it feels right, pay attention to those things. And there's a good chance that that move can happen, because I feel like you've been through a lot of disappointments when it comes to this move, or wherever you're currently at might be. We have had have a lot of these disappointments with this Three of Swords here in the middle of the deck. But then we also have the Queen of Wands, which is about somebody who stands on business. So they're just basically saying, be assertive, make sure that whatever it is that you want when it comes to this moving situation, you stand on business about it, is what I'm kind of getting. So it looks pretty good for you. So I hope that was helpful. All right, so moving on, and everybody who's been saying thank you, you're very, very welcome. Oops. I hope that you guys have been hitting that like button and subscribing along the way. I know a couple people said that they did subscribe, so I appreciate you guys. So we have Anika here. I remember you. Does Anik love her? Also, I try to always remember names. Like as I see them, I can remember most of the time. Let's see. Ooh, this looks good. Yes, this looks great. We got the Empress. You're showing up as the Empress. So that's a big time yes card. I'm also getting, because then we got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. They want to, whatever it is, when it comes to your connection with this person, they want a higher level of commitment with you. And they want to offer you something, like a big offer. Like they don't want it to be like a little dinky offer. They're like, no, I gotta make sure if I'm gonna come towards this person, I'm coming correct. I'm coming quick. The Chariot. I don't know if this person lives at a distance from you, or if you've been thinking about like moving in together or something like that. If you don't live together already, something along those lines though. I don't know if this person like travels for work. I'm getting a couple of things, but something about traveling possibly too. It could just simply be saying this person moving towards you quickly too. But yeah, there could be something about travel involved here, or distance. But yeah, they want to make an offer, and they want to make it like a big one. I'm getting distance, especially with this Two of Wands here, which represents distance. But it could also represent making a choice, right? Making a choice to, actually make an effort to do something. I also think that they look at you as somebody who they look at as somebody who's like very nurturing, caring. I don't know if you guys ever talked about kids, but like maybe he looks at you and he's like, wow, something about her. She like if you have kids already, for instance, not necessarily with him, but with this person, but like just in general, and they see how you are with your kids, like they look at you and they're like, damn. I feel like they could be a great mom to my own kids or something like I don't know, but something about you is very motherly too. I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that makes sense or if it's helpful. All right, so let's see. See, friends. That makes a lot of sense. For Alina, because yeah, the Three of Pentacles could represent that kind of thing. It's like friendship. It's about people who it's partnerships or different forms of partnerships. So that makes a lot of sense because that's why I mentioned that. I'm like, okay, so I'm picking up like a partnership, either work together or like something like behind the scenes. Like, because if you guys are friends, this is something that they're trying to keep under wraps. So that makes a lot of sense that it came out like that. So let's see. Morning is here. Tomorrow be a successful day at work. If you want it to be, it will be. I should just say that. No, I'm gonna pick a card for you. But no, seriously, it's all about where we are up here too. If you already told yourself I'm gonna have a great day, you're gonna have a great day. Law of attraction. But yes, and positive affirmations. But for morning, will tomorrow be a successful day at work? Let's get a clear yes or no. Yes. I'm getting a yes. We got Four of Pentacles here. I'm getting yes. I'm not sure, like, this is interesting. Let me know if this resonates, but I'm getting something like, I don't know if like you're about to do like a presentation or something like that, or if there's going to be like a chance for you to like kind of showcase some type of talent. You might not even know if this is like what's happening, but like there might be something that happens tomorrow where you showcase a talent that you possess or whatever, and that's going to be part of the reason why the day is so victorious and good for you, because I am getting like this is something like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I can't really put my finger on it. I feel like you might have been here for a while or something, and like there's gonna be like this, like almost like it's your opportunity to shine or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. But and like I said, you might not even know what this is exactly until it actually happens. But maybe it's gonna be like, somebody doesn't know how to do something and you do, and then they're gonna be like, oh, does anybody know how to do X, Y, and Z? And then you're gonna be like, oh, I know how to do that. And then like maybe you'll have a chance to do that, and that's gonna actually like make people look at you like, oh wow, like they're really good at this. Like, I don't know, something like that. I don't know if you haven't been there for a long time already, then it could be like, okay, I'm getting more than one message, so bear with me. If this is something that's new but it's been in the works for a while, it's going to be kind of that same energy, like, oh, I get to like showcase something. If this is a place you've already been at for a while, again, this could be something that might kind of help you, kind of like nudge you and push you in a new direction at work. I'm getting something like that. I know it sounds weird and jumbled up, so I hope that you followed what I was saying, because like the way that the cards are coming out and then the way that I'm hearing it in my head, it's hard to like explain it. So I do hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense though. But it looks like, again, it looks like it's going to be a good day for you. All right, we have Highness here. Hi, Highness. How are you? Does Pierre have a positive opinion? Does Pierre have a positive opinion of them? Yeah, they do. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. That's a very positive card. I feel like they look at you as somebody who really has it together, like independent, and well, I heard the word wise for some reason. Not sure like what in particular about you that they see as like being very wise or just really well put together. I just heard prim and proper as well. Somebody who had like, you look at like people might look at you and be like, wow, they're just like well put together. I'm getting something like that. which is kind of nice. I feel like maybe they look at you as somebody who's very strong-willed, somebody who they would actually like to build some type of rapport with. Now, I don't know what your relationship with this person is. I don't know if this is like somebody you work with or if this is a romantic partner. But either way, I'm getting like, they look at you as somebody who's very, very strong, and they do see something positive within you. Um, Now, only thing I'm a little concerned about is what are their intentions, though. I will say that they might look at you in a positive light, but do they have not so great intentions? That's the only concern I have, because I don't. I hope this is not a person who might, because of the things that they see in you, try to use you. Um, yeah, so just be wary of that, because I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but there might be a reason why, that you might recognize within yourself. Okay, so just understand that I don't know everything, especially just basing off a card, right? But it does feel like they do look at you in a high light. However, just be mindful of their intentions, right? Be selective about that energy, so that you're aware of like what's going on around you. So I hope that was helpful, Highness. um See, damn, Yvette. Like, keep in mind, guys, I only see them as I'm scrolling up, so it might take me a very long time to acknowledge some of your messages when you're like telling me something, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, that makes so much sense, because I did see a home. Wow, that's crazy. All right, Eagle wants to know, will they see Ruth Kelly tomorrow? Eagle wants to know where they see Ruth Kelly tomorrow. And Yvette, you're so welcome, my love. And like I said, as you guys are receiving these messages, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And that subscription button if you haven't done so already, all that good stuff. Notification bell so you know when I'm on, because I'm going to be doing these more often, so on and so forth. Actually, after this, I plan on doing a collective message, which is always cool. I don't know what I'm going to do it on yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Haven't decided. As this just will close out, I'll let you guys know if I decide on what I want to read about. Or not what I want to read about, what I feel guided to read about. Because I don't necessarily do what I want to do. I do what I'm guided to do. Alright. Alright. My hand just started itching too. My right hand, which is a good sign. Good omen. So for Eagle, I'm getting that there's a good possibility that could happen. We do have the Knight of Wands here. I don't know if this person lives at a slight distance from you at all, or if it's just going to be like a very quick moving energy, and it's going to be a lot of excitement involved. Yeah, because we also have the Six of Swords, which is also kind of a traveling card. Queen of Wands. Okay. Eight of Swords. I don't know if there's some anxiety about seeing this person. I don't know if it's your energy or theirs, but I'm kind of getting like, don't be so anxious about it. Like, let's let things happen. It looks like it's gonna be a good experience, whatever this is. I don't know if this is like not a chance encounter, because obviously you know this person, but like, is it just like I don't know if it's a date, or you haven't seen them in a long time or something like that, or you like maybe y'all postponed like a visit for a while. Now you guys are gonna get to see each other, so there's a lot of excitement there. You're worried like, oh, is something gonna fall through? Like it seems like things should work out. So I hope that you get to see this person, because it seems like you want to see them, and vice versa. So yeah, I hope it works out. Let me know if it resonates and if it was helpful. I'm happy that people are saying that what they've heard is accurate. That always makes me happy. Macaroni wants to know, will they travel to Poland for work next week? I remember you. Let's see. Macaroni travel to Poland next week. Here's the most accurate message. Getting, okay, hold up. Getting a yes. Um, I'm getting a yes, however, I don't know if this is work related. Let me know if this is. Well, you literally said that. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the travel in Poland, and obviously the Eight of Pentacles does represent work. So this is definitely work related. I'm thinking this is something very, very brand new to you. You've never been there, possibly. The Fool here on the top. So I'm wondering if like you're a little bit nervous and anxious about it or something. Which I mean, I would be too. I've only been out of the country once, so like yeah, and it was on like a vacation, it wasn't for business. So I don't know if like, and then we got the Queen of Wands here, so it's giving business energy as well. Like you're obviously going for business purposes and for work. Um, I don't know like what you do for work, but like I'm kind of getting like just be mindful of like how can I word it? I don't know if you have to present an idea or something like that, a creative idea, like at a meeting or something. I'm getting just be mindful of the people around you. I'm getting something like that because I'm almost getting like there might be somebody who might try to like steal an idea or something. I don't know why that's coming up. Like I'm getting move in silence kind of energy because we do have the Seven of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, which represents like lies and deceit. So like I don't know if there's somebody around you who you don't fully trust or something. So just be mindful of that. Be careful even if like there's people who like let's say if you're gonna be sharing a hotel room or something, watch your stuff, lock it up, keep your valuables close to you. I don't know why they're telling me to tell you that, but just be mindful of those kind of things. And there is some type of truth here with something I just said with the Ace of Swords here. So just yeah, be mindful. You know, be on alert. I'm getting. But I do feel like you are going to go. However, just, yeah, be on alert. Let me know if that makes any sense, okay? Because the funny thing is, like I said, the fact that, you know, you're asking about work and literally the card that comes out is Eight of Pentacles. I mean, that's literally about work. So there's some confirmation already there just from that alone, right? Aw, Yvette, you're so sweet. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you've had enough of these little quick readings where you're able to say basically you trust me enough to want to pay for a reading at some point. Like that definitely lets me know that I'm on the right path. So let's see. Hey Margaret, how are you? Um, Nika was asking why is she saying 1010 all the time? Well, 1010 usually is about endings and new beginnings. So that's probably why you're seeing that. That's considered like an angel number. So that's usually what that represents. It's a good number to see, I would say that. Because 10s definitely represent endings that are starting to occur. So that's a good sign. Look at that, see? All right, so Margaret wants to know, will TJ come see her next week with the truth? Will TJ come to see her with the truth? Aww. See, I'd be so happy when like see, like I said, I don't get to see the comments. Like I'm on the computer, so I kind of, if I were to shift my gaze, I probably could see some stuff. But I'm so focused on this and making sure I don't miss any questions. So it's like even though I have the computer over here, I'm so focused on this because I don't want to miss anything. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I didn't see that question. I gotta go back. You know what I mean? I've done that before, and I don't want anybody to be mad at me. So like this bitch, she skipped over me. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. All right, Margaret. Got King of Pentacles. That's a good sign. Let's see what's the cards around it. Knight of Wands. I'm getting a yes. I feel like this person, they're very stubborn. Let me know if that makes sense. TJ might be very stubborn, but they're coming in with a lot of passion after waiting a long time with holding back about something. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. So it's almost like it's been a long time coming. Seven of Pentacles, like I don't know like how long this has been a thing, but like this person, they've been holding back for a while. And it's like now it's like they're finally about to open up. Now keep in mind, I always say this on my readings all the time. When we start adding time frames, that's where it can get a little wonky and wishy-washy. And the reason why is because time is fluid, especially when we're talking about the free will of another person. So it could say yes right now, and then literally tomorrow this person could be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it, and then it doesn't happen, right? So it's like, just be mindful of that. But the whole point of the matter is, regardless, this person wants to say something to you. And I feel like, again, this has been a long time coming. They've been wanting to say something, and now it's just a matter of will they do it? You know, the intention is there, but will they actually do it, right? So I hope that was helpful, Margaret. And thank you for coming back. I remember you. So I see Anika. I mean, I keep saying Anika. I have a friend whose name is spelled like that, but her name is pronounced Anika. I don't know if yours is Anika or Anika, but I've been calling you Anika, so I'm not sure. But yes, let's see. I'm happy to see that that resonated with you, Lovey. All right, so we have Mirjana. I know you. I remember you. Okay, so we're in the month of October right now, right? Mirjana wants to know, will she get the money that's owed to her this month? Again, time frame thing, you know. Because I remember we talked about this before. Time frames always get wonky, especially with certain circumstances, especially when there's like what I just heard, red tape. So like there could be something that's been making things be like caught up like in some kind of way. A lot of things that have to happen behind the scenes before it could actually come into fruition. You know what I mean? I'm getting something like that. But we do have the Ace of Cups here. So new beginnings. So maybe finally that money might come in. Yeah, just be mindful that like whatever is going on, this person has been very sneaky. Seven of Swords. And obviously you know that because you know you're still waiting on that money, right? The person is very, very, very sneaky. But then look, we got Six of Pentacles, which is about receiving something. So in some cases, it could be about receiving something like in a court or something like that, being paid some type of monetary thing, right? So I just heard, what did I just hear? I heard dispersed, but there was something I heard before that, and now I can't hear it anymore. I hate that. Funds being dispersed is what I heard. Funds being dispersed. So there is a possibility, and if this is like a really large sum of money, this is gonna help you with stuff. Yeah, I feel like you've been through a lot with whatever this situation was. So I can't remember if this was like something involved with like the courts and stuff, but it was like a lot of like back and forth, a lot of mishaps that kind of bring you to this point, and it's frustrating. So you're just like, when am I gonna get my fucking money? So I do feel like it could possibly happen this month. I'm hoping that it does. My right hand just started itching. So like I do hope that that happens and works out for you, because like, yeah, it's frustrating when, you know, you're waiting for something like that, and it's been just a lot of back and forth. Like I said, the red tape, right? It's just like always something. Like, just give me my fucking money. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? So I hope that it works out for you. Chelsea, how are you? And thank you for the compliment on the hair. The fro will be back soon, but not too soon. I'm enjoying the straight hair for now. All right, so I'm going to be successful in my career. Chelsea wants to know, will she be successful in her career? I'm gonna claim if we're gonna say yes, but let's see what Spirit has to say. Put the cards. Hey Ari, how are you? Let's see. I see. All right, so I do have the Hierophant here. I don't know what you do for work, but I'm just going to throw out a couple of things before I say what I'm feeling. I don't know if your career involves being either like a teacher or like a counselor, something along those lines. Working with children, not necessarily as a teacher, but working with children. Um, Working in a more religious sector. I'm getting some stuff like that. Spiritual teacher, life coach. There's just a few, a coach in general. There's a few different careers that are popping up. I'm not sure how that falls in line with what it is that you do, but I am getting that. It's not that you won't be successful. I just think you have to find the right niche, right? Because the Hierophant is literally a maybe card. It's all about tradition and things like that, but it's also about like the different type of career paths I just mentioned. So it's like I feel like you need to figure out the right one for you that works for what it is that you're meant to do or feel like you're meant to do. With the Seven of Cups, it's about confusion, right? There's a lot of confusion here. I think I'm even getting that you might really like working with kids, but you're like, well, what sector, right? You have a lot of anxiety and fear. So I'm getting like two things. One being finding the right niche within the path that you're trying to go in. That's the first thing I'm picking up. And the other part is, sorry, all right, finding the right niche and not, okay, I got it. And not being in your head too much. Because the thing is, if you're overthinking stuff, then it can impact how things could go and turn out for you. So let me know if any of that makes sense or if it resonates. But I'm getting something along those lines. And I also am getting just like, stretching yourself a little bit further when it comes to, getting out of your comfort zone. I just got that too. So it's like, there might be things that, you're like, I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't sound like it's like something I would like. But I kind of had an interest in it for a long time. But I don't know if I want to do that. Like, really sit down and like narrow things down and figure out what feels good, right? Look at the pros and cons of each thing. How does your current like experience slash schooling and stuff fall in line with that, and then kind of narrow it down so you could explore different opportunities is what I'm getting. So Chelsea, I hope that was helpful. I know that was like kind of like a mouthful, but that's what Spirit wanted me to make sure I told you. So I hope that made sense and that was helpful. Let me know in the comments. And let's see. So we have for Desi. Hi Desi, I remember you too. The CB have love feelings for them. For Desi. Hitting. Yeah. Big time, yeah. The Lovers is here. But then we got the Page of Swords. They're watching you. Oh boy. They pay attention. They pay close attention to you. Yeah, they see you as somebody who's like wish fulfillment. You got the Nine of Cups here on the top of the deck. They see you as somebody who's wish fulfillment. You might have a twin flame connection with this person. Now this person also has to make a conscious choice maybe to go towards you if they haven't done so already, in order for things to kind of pick up pace, right? They have to kind of make their feelings known and indicate their interest if they haven't done that already, right? But that looks pretty good. Like that was a very straight, clear cut. Like I don't have to like over talk. Like that looks really good. And like I said, they're paying close attention to you. They're looking at you and like paying attention to the details here and there so that they can be like, oh yeah, okay, so Desi likes this mental note, or they do this, okay, I like that about them. Like that, I'm kind of getting something like that. I like that for you. All right, so I hope that was helpful. All right, so Ari wants to know, would I enjoy living in a state that's warm all year round? I feel like I would. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, Ari wants to know, will she enjoy living in a state that's warm all year round? Let's see. It would be hilarious if like the sun card were to come out. That would be like, duh. You know what I mean? What we got? I'm not gonna. How is this? going to pull another card. And the reason why I say that is because we got the Five of Pentacles, which is a weird ass card, the way that it came out, and then it fell on the floor. So I'm wondering if they're trying to say, like, with it coming out the way it did, I wonder if they're trying to say that you're going to be inside too much because it's going to be too hot. I'm getting something like that, but I'm going to pull another card just to see. So it's like you're going to have to make sure that, like, throughout the year, like, for saving for cooling expenses, you're going to have to make sure you save up money and things like that throughout the year to make sure that you're, okay financially. It's a weird thing to say, I know. But with how the cards are showing up, I'm like, that's not that far-fetched. So it's almost like how much are you actually going to like the heat? You know what I mean? Like when you actually are there, like, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I'll be fine. But then when you're actually in that heat, and you're like, oh fuck, it's hot. My hair's sticking in my head. It's sweaty. It's humid as hell here. You know what I mean? And then like the cost of living, like because of the cooling might be expensive. So let me get like an actual card. Like I know that one fell on the floor, but I want to see like if anything else comes up. So it's like I'm getting that you'll like it, but just be mindful of things such as the expense while you're there. Like you'll like the actual living, like how it is. However, just be mindful of the cost, right? Because people think, especially like, okay, like if you go like say down south, just use that as an example. You go down south, people are like, oh yeah, well the cost of living is cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper, but then you also have to pay for cooling all year round. Right? So let's say if you're from up north, like me, where it's like, okay, so, it balances out, right? During the summer, we have air conditioners on. During the colder months, we have, oh, my girl's on, I might have to hurt the sign off, guys. During the warmer months, the cooler months, you have your heat on, right? But down there, it's all year round. It's just air conditioning. So there's no in between, right? You're gonna just be doing that all year round. And then does it match up with how much you're gonna be getting paid? So on and so forth. I hope that makes sense. I know that was, again, a mouthful, right? So it's not gonna be the weather itself. I think it's gonna be more like the cost of it. Does it balance out with like your paycheck? Let me know if that makes sense. I know that sounded kind of crazy, but hopefully that was helpful, my love. All right. And any additional questions, guys? If you want additional questions or more insight about a question, there will have to be either a paid reading or at least a donation to answer anything else, because I'm only doing one question per person. I've fallen into that trap of answering more than one question for people, and I'm like, wow, I am exhausted at the end of this. So that's why it's only one per person. I have to make sure it's fair for everybody, okay, guys? And I do have that in like the title and everything too. Just throwing that out there. But I do hope like whatever insight you've gotten so far has been helpful, okay? Just throwing that out there. Okay, so now Naila is asking. Please tell me. Does Samad, I hope that's how you say his name, Samad have feelings for Naila? I went to school with a girl named Naila. I always thought that was such a pretty name. I'm not sure if that's how your name is pronounced, but I thought that name was super pretty. This one jumped out, okay? So, yes, this was a jumper, okay? So I'm taking this one for sure. But this person is very slow moving, okay? They are not, I feel like, I don't know how long you've known this person or this has been like a thing, but like they're very, very slow moving. So I feel like when they're ready, they're going to come in very quickly with a lot of passion, and they're going to want something very stable and serious with you. However, this might even be a twin flame possibly, but they have to make the conscious decision to do it. The Lovers in the middle of the deck. The Knight of Wands here on the bottom, which is about moving towards something with a lot of passion. And then the Ten of Pentacles. So they want something stable. It's just right now it's more like, okay, how do I do it? What do I say? So they're on the, I won't even say that they're on the fence. They know what they want. That's not the issue. It's just about how they move about the situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's an anxiety and fear here. Yeah, wow, they really have feelings for you. They see you as like the Queen of Cups. They might even obsess about you a little bit. Be careful with that. I also feel like intuitively you know that there's something there. There's a connection, but like it's just a matter of like, oh, well, now what? You know what I mean? You're waiting for them to like kind of, you know, make a, you know, a move. So I'm getting something like that. So I hope that's helpful, and I wish you luck. um, Ari says I want straight hair. Yeah, it's hard to have straight hair when it's hot. Well, it depends too. Like it's like if you're natural. Like for instance, I didn't straighten my hair this whole summer. I was like, absolutely fucking not. As soon as I walk out the hair salon, my hair gonna be back into a fro. So I'm like, now that the weather is cooler up here in the north, I'm like, ooh, I could actually have my hair straight and be okay. You know what I mean? I put my heat protectant on and my anti-frizz stuff, and I'm like, okay, and anti-humidity and all that. And I'm like, okay, I could go out into the world and not worry about my hair going back to a fro. So I get it. So it will be hard if your hair is natural to do that, you know, in a hot state. It's not going to be easy. All right, let's see. So Aisha, hi. Pretty name. Okay, so Aisha wants to know, does Salman, hope I'm saying the name right, love them a lot? So we have, oh, whoa, yes, they do. All right, so let me just show you how the cards came out so you can see. This is the card that jumped out and fell, but it came out just like this. So don't get afraid of that no, because that no in this case is not a no. It's more so that they're in their head. This has been happening a lot with a lot of the people who happen to do these type of readings, because everybody's like, well, what the fuck? They like, I feel like there's something there, but I'm confused. They're confused too, which makes you confused. But look what's on the bottom of the deck here: Ace of Cups. So yes, that's an outpouring of love. Like they really care about you, like a lot, and that is the truth. Right? There's clarity here, but at the same time, I feel like, yeah, they're within themselves about how they feel with this Five of Wands here. So do they have these strong feelings? Absolutely. But they're within conflict within themselves about how they feel and what to do about those feelings. It's a lot for them to take on, is what I'm kind of getting here. So yeah, it looks good. It's just, but I will say this. I don't know why Spirit's telling me to tell you this, but they wanted me to add this. If it starts feeling like it's becoming overwhelming for you when it comes to, okay, so what is this person going to do? I don't know what the next move is. I feel in limbo, like that type of energy. Be careful with that, because you do not want to sit around waiting for this person forever to figure out what the fuck they want to do. That's not fair to you. So, you know, you can hold on for a little bit longer, and there might be a discussion that needs to be had to make that truth be present with that Ace of Swords we saw. Present your case, how you're feeling and your thoughts about everything, see what they have to say, and then go from there. Because if they're on the fence about everything, you don't want nobody who's on the fence about you. You know, you want somebody who's going to come presenting themselves in a way that is solid. You don't want wishy-washy shit, right? So I don't know why Spirit wanted me to throw that out there. You know, you don't want something that's always feeling like this, where you don't know one day from the next what's happening. That's not a good feeling to me. You don't want to be stuck in that, especially for long periods of time. People literally go through those kind of situations for years at a time. You don't need that. Okay, so just, they told me to make sure I put that out there. So I don't know why they made such an emphasis on that. Just be careful, okay, with that part of it. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. All right, so we have Wealth here, Wealth 28. Does Conrad think that they're good at their job? Clear yes or no? I remember you. Wow, yeah, they do. Big time. Got the Three of Pentacles. I also feel like they feel like you're, I don't know what you do for work or whatever, how closely you work with this person, but this person, they look at you in a way where I'm thinking like they look at you as an equal. Like, even if you're like a, like they're subordinate, like they look at you as somebody who is kind of on the same field as them. Like they look at you as somebody who's really a true like key component to a team. I'm getting something like that. So that looks really good. Yeah. I'm getting a good vibe from that. But I'm also getting um that they might be a little bit weary about you. Like, I don't want to use the word jealous, but maybe just ever so slightly, that they might feel like their job is threatened in some type of way. I don't know why they like think that. Maybe it's because they're like the boss, but like maybe you know something that they don't know or something. So you come in with this energy, and they're like, oh shit, this person knows a little bit more than me. Now I'm like, okay, is my job like safe? You know, like I'm getting something like that. But otherwise, yeah, they think that you're great at your job. So I think that's a good sign. Hope that was helpful. All right, so Tamasha, hi, or Tamasha, and thank you about the hair. Is DL being loyal? Is DL being loyal to Tamasha or Tamasha? Hoping I'm getting at least one of those pronunciations right. All right. So we have Nine of Pentacles here. See what's surrounding it, just before I say what I'm feel. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm getting that they are. But I'm also getting that I don't know what's going on with you guys, but like if this is like a romance, I think that they're afraid that you're about to leave them. I think they're afraid that you're going to leave them. Again, I don't know what's going on with you guys, like in particular, like, but they feel like you're about to be like, you're going to be the one that's going to be like, okay, I'm about to just say fuck this. I don't know why they're showing me that or making me feel that way, but like now this person is like trying to make sure that like, let's say if they did some bullshit in the past, and now because I'm getting romantic partnership possibly more likely than not, and now that like let's say if you started kind of like pulling away a little bit, now they're like, oh shit, now I have to do things right. I have to treat this person right because I want them to stay, and I want to prove that I want them here. Like I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that makes sense. But I am getting that. I feel like at this time, at least, because I don't know what's happened in the past, but like at least at this moment, they are being loyal, and they are worried that they're about to lose you. So let me know if that makes sense and if that was helpful. And again, guys, as I'm going on, I hope that you guys are hitting that like button to let me know, just with your energy, that these messages are resonating and that you're finding them helpful. All those things are very, very helpful for me. Yep. I'm in Connecticut, so I understand, girl. You're so welcome, darling. Oh, thank you, Yvette. Hi, Crystal. I remember you. How you doing, honey? Yeah, I'm still taking questions. All right, so I see your question is here. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get through all of these questions, but it is getting to the point where I'm gonna start closing out soon. I just want to make sure I answer as many of these as I can. All right, let me see. All right, Crystal wants to know, will Ken come to see her soon? Natty, you can send your question. I'm getting a yes. I don't know, like, if something happened to you guys in the past or something, like maybe you dated this person before, but nonetheless, I'm getting that there was some type of ending. If it wasn't with you guys, then it was with them and somebody else, and now that's prompting them to want to come towards you. Let me know if that makes sense. Or you ended something with somebody, and now this person wants to come towards you. Something along those lines. It could be both. But I feel like intuitively, both of you guys kind of feel like there's a strong connection. I feel like you guys are really connected to each other. There's a lot of major arcana that just showed their faces. In fact, I think every card that I just saw is a major arcana. This is a big deal. This is not a small thing. I don't know if they live at a distance from you or if they're just going to be coming in very, very quickly towards you now that, like, whatever had to happen, whatever had to end, because we do have the death card here, which is about endings and new beginnings coming in, a transformation. Um, I feel like those things had to happen to have that success and completion to move forward with this chariot in the middle of the deck. Um, and then the top of the deck is the star. So it's all about healing. There's a lot of hope here with this, whatever this is. Let me know if this is making sense, because I'm not exactly sure like what part of your story that is. Like, if you guys already have history and stuff. If not, it's more about the fact that something had to end in order for something to begin. I'm getting something like that. So let me know if that makes sense. And it looks, overall, it looks pretty good. So just let me know if that resonated at all. Um, so hey, Natty. So Natty wants to know. Let's see. See, even with my glasses, I still squint. It's ridiculous. I need to go to the eye doctor. Um, will things get better? Got it. Okay. Natty wants to know, will things get better between her and her friend when it comes to their teamwork for this fashion business? Here is the most accurate message. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So, I'm getting that. I don't know if I know you said this is more like their business, but I'm kind of getting like you might be better off doing something on your own, because I did see the Eight of Cups in the middle of the deck. And then I see the Two of Swords, which is about a choice. And then the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. Let me just clarify the Eight of Pentacles here. Because I were to just base it off of just DC. Okay, guys, who've been watching me. If I base it off of just one card that says this, right? And only gave you that, there's not enough insight. There's not enough of a story or a narrative to really give us insight, right? So it's like, I don't necessarily like when people just give yes and no's, because it's like, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand what's the surrounding energy. If I don't understand what that means in this context, then it means nothing. Okay? So if I just based it off of that one card, like, oh yeah, things are gonna be great, and then look at the other cards, now I'm like, oh wait, now I'm intrigued to know what's going on, because why the hell is the Eight of Cups there? That's about walking away from something. Why is the Two of Swords there? That's about, making a choice, right? So it's like, yeah, nah. See, yeah, it's a lot of, there's options here, there's choices. I feel like it's giving me like, if things don't get better, yeah, look, you have to stand your ground. Seven of Wands, thank you, Spirit. You might have to stand your ground with this person. I don't know what that's about. You might have to find your sense of strength to possibly walk away and be more maybe independent of from this person, Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like you'll be fine. I don't know about them, but I don't know what the issue is with you guys when it comes to this. But someone might have a different mindset when it comes to business. Like, one might look at everything like, oh, well, we're friends, so like I can get away with doing X, Y, and Z. Whereas you're like, okay, well, this is also business. Like, we gotta separate the friendship from the business part. You know what I mean? And this person, I don't know if they know their boundaries. Maybe you're gonna have to set boundaries with this person and say, okay, this is how we gotta do this thing. And if we don't figure that out, then this is not gonna work. And then you might have to be on your own and do things for yourself. I'm getting something like that. Let me know if that makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Nazila. Okay, Nazila wants to know. Hopefully, I didn't miss any questions. Like I said, okay. Nazila is asking. Does Nufal, hopefully I'm saying it right, Nufal regret leaving them? Here's the most accurate message. Hey Haya, how are you? See, it took me probably forever to even see your comment. That's what I'm saying, guys. But I'm happy that for the most part, everybody's been saying that they resonate with the messages. That always makes me happy. Um, hmm. I'm getting that they do regret the decision. I'm getting that they might have felt like they made a very hasty, quick decision, possibly based on lust. I don't know if there was another person involved at all, like a third party, but if there was, they made a stupid decision and they went towards a person for a lustful reason. And now, as they see you working on yourself and doing whatever it is that you're doing, now they're like, oh, because you're doing great without them, possibly. And now they're like, oh. And they're probably miserable as fuck. And they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, and I also feel like they're afraid to even come back towards you because they might think that you're gonna reject them. So, I mean, if they went towards another person thinking that they were gonna have a new opportunity, and they made a dumbass decision, that's on them. They're watching you. I will also tell you that. So I feel like I don't know if you started dating again and maybe you've been posting it online or something, but if they've been seeing that type of stuff, or you're just looking real good and your stuff's like set to public and they can see it, or they have a mutual friend who can like look at your stuff online and stuff and send them like tabs on what you got going on, they're watching some kind of way, and they're like, oh man, I fucked up. That's what I'm seeing. Seems kind of straight to the point again, right? Like some of these readings are like straight, like, yep, that's it. Like it's very like straight, no chaser. That's what they need to hear, and that's that. Nothing more, nothing less, right? And that seemed like one of those kind of readings. Yeah, they feel like an idiot. They know they made a mistake. Let's see. Let's see how we're doing. I think I'm almost done with you guys with these questions. Let's see. We have G2. I think it's very convoluted because like I get the questions and then the responses to answers. So I'm just like making sure I don't miss anybody. I'm like, God, I hope I don't miss anybody, and people be mad at me. All right, so let's see. Okay. G2 wants to know, will their husband reunite with them? Here is the most accurate message. Will their husband reunite with them? And for those of you who have gotten a reading and resonated with it and connected, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to be done shortly with this. But I do plan on going live again for a little bit as a collective message. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might do like, I've been getting drawn to do messages from ancestors. So if you want to know some messages from your ancestors of where you're at in your journey at this time and what they want you to know, you might resonate with that reading and it might be helpful for you. This one like came up really quick. I am getting a yes. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. We got the lovers. which is like a twin flame kind of energy, soulmate. Nine of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. It's also a yes card. Yeah, look, Three of Cups, and that actually represents reunions. So, and I think, yeah, literally the first word on there is reunion. Look at that. That looks good. There's a reconciliation on the table possibly for you guys. And I hope that if this is a good connection for you, that it works out. I will say that. You know, you don't want to go backwards if it's not meant to happen like that. But if this feels good to you in your spirit and vice versa, then I hope that it works out for you. And but it looks good. Yeah, look, taking a leap of faith, right? The Fool, taking a leap of faith, starting anew. I like that. So that's two major arcanas that we just saw there, answering your question. So it looks pretty good for you. So I hope that was helpful, my love. Okay, so we have Monique here. Hey Monique. Yeah, I started what? It's been how long have I been reading now? I think 3 years. I've been reading for 3 years now. I think. Going on 4. I've been reading for going on 4 years. So I'm kind of a newbie. In comparison to some people, I know people who've been reading since they were kids, and I'm like, that's so wild. Like I had abilities and stuff. I put air quotes because not everybody believes in that thing, but like, I had different things that I was able to do since I was a kid, and didn't understand it, and then I started reading cards about 4 years ago. So it's kind of cool, right? I'm doing the math in my head. Yeah, it's been about 4 years. So yeah. Maddie's funny. Hi, Jewel. I'm getting a yes. I feel like you are going to get. I feel like asking. Like I just heard extending the olive branch. Like extending that olive branch and asking. I do feel like there's a good possibility that you'll get some transparent answers, and not just transparent but good answers. Like I don't know what's going on with your situation, obviously, but like whatever's going on, I do feel like there's going to be really good responses. We got the Nine of Cups here, which is about like wish fulfillment. We got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new beginnings and something very stable. So that's why I was kind of hearing like this. Um, sorry, losing my message. Come back, come back. Don't run away from me. The olive branch analogy I just used because I heard that earlier. Queen of Cups, that's probably you. A lot of feelings involved, obviously, especially with it being about children. Yeah, it's giving me nice balance. Like I feel like you might be worried about some stuff, but I'm kind of getting that they want you to take that initiative, and then it could actually yield some really positive results. And I hope that's what happens, because it doesn't look bad. Um, yeah, so I do hope that works out for you, and I hope that it's helpful. Uh, so that was for Jewel. Hey Crystal, how are you? Um, so Crystal is here. Let's see if Crystal asked a question. Oh, before, wait, hold on, I'm sorry, let me see. Okay, yes, so Crystal wanted to ask a question. I'm not sure if you asked yet. Let me just see. Yeah. Crystal, are you still here? Hey, Ren. Hey, mommy. So I do see Crystal did want to know if she could ask a question. Um, and if I don't see a question from Crystal, then I will move on to um, Monique, or I could answer that question while I wait for Crystal. Let's do that, so that way, just in case she's not here, I don't want to make anybody wait too long. Okay. All right. So let's just do this for Monique, and then I'll just keep looking out for Crystal, because she did ask. I want to know if she could ask a question and make a donation. Okay. So Monique wants to know, um, will she be moving anytime soon? And I always say this about time frame cards. Um, it's hard to answer with that because of the fact that it's a very, very loaded question, right? How do you define anytime soon, right? Soon for some person, for some people might mean in the next few weeks. The other person could mean a year, right? So it's like, it just depends on what that means to you. But just like a general consensus or answer that, came up, we do have the Seven of Wands. It's giving me that, okay, so I'm getting that, I don't want to use the word soon. It might take a little while. I'm getting like something might happen like in up to maybe 7 months or something like that. So it might not be as soon as you're hoping for, but I think that for the next few months, what they want you to do is save money. And then move very quickly when it comes to the right, excuse me for burping, wants you to move on the right opportunities when they present themselves. You're going to have to really be assertive and quick with offers, especially if it's a house or like, apartment situations, even not just houses, but like even an apartment. Like, you view that apartment, you like it, you got to put that deposit on it quick. You can't play games, right? I'm getting something like that. So just be mindful of that. And it does look positive with this Page of Wands, which is literally about enthusiasm and good news. So I'm getting, save up some money for a few months, and then when the opportunity presents itself, it's going to feel really right, and you got to act quickly when that time does come. Yeah. King of Pentacles. So this is about, taking, it literally says risk taker on here, or not a risk taker. They're saying taking your time, right? Don't do it quickly. Make sure that it feels right, and when it feels right, solidify that offer and do what you got to do. So this is something that it might take, like I said, it might even take up to 7 to 10 months. I know that sounds like a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it really isn't. Once we get past the holiday season and the beginning of next year, now we're looking at the summer. So I'm getting like maybe in the spring or summer, possibly something might happen, which is actually like a nice time to move anyway. Nobody wants to move in this cold outside. I don't like it. I've moved in the winter and I've moved in the summer. I like moving in the spring when it's not too hot. So I hope that was helpful, and I wish you luck in advance about that. Let's see if Crystal ever asked. Okay, I didn't see Crystal come back. So gonna look at other questions. And everybody who's been saying thank you, you're also very, very welcome. Oh, you guys are great. Y'all about to make me tear up a little bit. Oh, you're an amazing reader. Oh, guys, come on now. Don't you get your girl being a sappy person over here. I'm a Sagittarius, but Lord knows that damn Scorpio kick in sometimes. That damn South Node. That made me feel so good. Because, like, I'm not going to lie. The last time I did one of these type of readings, I had 2 people who were very rude to me on here. And I had to block them on here, and they were assholes. Like, I was just like, wow. Like, I've been doing this for a little bit now in terms of, like, the free stuff and all of that. And then all of a sudden, got these really not so nice people. And I'm just like, what? No freaking way. Yeah, it's pretty wild, because you got you guys saying these beautiful comments to me, and then you got people who are not so nice. So, You know, it just be like that sometimes. And I can't please everybody, but I try my best. Alright, so we have Natty here again wanting to wants to make a donation for a question, and yes, that is fine. Just look at the pinned comment that has both of my payment options there. Let's see if there's anything else while you do that. Hey, does my for CC Sagittarius, does my Aquarius have good intentions towards me right now? There is the most accurate. You're welcome, Monique. You're very, very welcome. Ooh. Okay, so check the surrounding cards. I'm getting clarify Ace of Pentacles. What was that? That's wild. Okay. Oh, you guys are okay. First off, let me just show you this. You guys are a match. I don't know if you guys have kids together or not, or you thought about having kids, or even if you don't, you guys are showing us the Emperor and the Empress. Wow, it's a big deal. I feel like, okay, there are some things that this person that might need to release before they could come towards you. I don't know what that is. I honestly don't. Natty, I got your whatchamacallit, your donation, my love. So I'm gonna answer your question in a second, okay? So I am getting that this person has good intentions. We got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is great. But I do feel like at the same time, I'm going to turn this music down. This just sounds like it got so much louder outside. So I apologize if it sounds loud for you guys too. Because if it sounds loud to me, it's probably loud for y'all. But yeah, it's like this person has to make a judgment call, right? To release something. I don't know if it's a past person or something like that, or old, emotions or something that they have to let go of before they could present an offer to you. But you guys are a match, so that's a good sign. So I do hope that was helpful. It looks good though. All right, so Natty. So I'm gonna answer Natty. Natty, what's your question, darling? Since you made a donation. And guys, I promise you I'm gonna try my best to make sure I get to everybody's questions before I sign off, okay? So just bear with me. Okay. So the rest of the year, how are things looking regarding compliment? Okay. If I stick to it. Okay. So Natty wants to know. Got it, babe. Natty wants to know, how will the rest of the year look regarding helping her friend with the business if she decides to stick to it? So let's get it overall. Okay. So, sorry guys. Gotta tighten up my bra straps. I just realized like it was like hanging like wow. I looked at the computer screen, I'm like shit, like down my arm. All right, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Natty. All right, so this card, it spun out of my hand. This is the first card out. So this was the card representing the overall energy. They're basically saying that like it's giving me that it's very hard for you to stand up to this person and set boundaries for whatever reason. Don't know why, but I think this person makes it kind of hard for you to do that, which kind of reels you. I just heard reels you in. Like, it reels you in. It keeps you feeling a little bit stuck. So it's like deep down, you know that this is not gonna work. It doesn't feel right for you, but you're still kind of trying to hold on and, hold tight, hang tough like a damn fucking hangnail. Like, you're hanging tough like a hangnail, as my girl would say. I don't know. I don't think she's still here, but my girl Cassie Redberry, my best friend. That's one of her favorite things to say when I ask her how she's doing. But anyway, so yeah, it's giving me kind of that. It's like you're just like hoping that things are gonna shift and change and get better, but this is the incoming energy, the hermit. So you might end up isolating yourself from this person, or doing a lot of thinking, deep thinking about what's going on and not feeling good about it. It doesn't sit well with me even right now as I'm talking about it. Like, it just made my stomach hurt a little bit. Like, I don't know if there's like a conversation that that needs to be had, or something that like gives you a lot of anxiety. Like, you might be getting like heart palpitations. Like, I even feel like being in this person's presence, especially when it comes to talking about this business stuff, it's like it makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel nauseous. I be getting headaches and just having a hard time saying what you need to say. But you're gonna have to cut through that. You wanna know why? Because they're saying that this is the likely outcome, the King of Swords. So that's about somebody who's gonna have to tell the truth. They're gonna have to give that sense of clarity and say what they need to say. Just heard John Mayer say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. And it kind of resonates back with what we were just talking about. You might have to start your own journey, embark on your own thing with this Magician card here, which is all about creativity. So, I just heard creating something out of nothing. I feel like you have a lot of potential to do something on your own, but you've been wanting to try to partner up with your friend, and it just might not be the right partnership. So you might have to, again, I think, didn't we see that card before, the Strength card? You might have to find that sense of strength to do what you need to do for yourself, is what I'm getting. Yeah. To have your own success and victory. I also feel like this person might be somewhat manipulative or takes advantage of your gifts or your talents, which they use to their advantage. And now this might be a time to look through the bullshit and say, okay, I gotta do what I have to do for myself. I'm getting something like that. So again, I'm sorry that like it's not what you would have hoped to hear or see, but it definitely piggybacks off of what we saw earlier, right? So yeah, you're gonna have to be really clear cut about what it is that you need to, establish with her. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes people are not meant to. That's why I always say don't mix business with pleasure, right? It's hard to be, in a business sense with people who are your friends and family, because people will try to, take advantage, walk all over you. It happens all the time. There's a reason why that's a quote. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so let me see. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. See me being. La Opulence asks, do I see them visiting their child soon? I don't think I've ever seen your name before, so if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. You said how much I charge for ancestor readings, Monique. I don't have a set price on that because it's based on the time. But my email is in the description box, so if you don't mind shooting me an email, so that way we can talk prices, and I will give a discounted price because of you being not just a YouTube subscriber, but also a new client, in the sense of like, a new like first time client, because those prices are different. But those readings are also a lot more in depth. You think these are in depth readings? Huh. My readings are very in depth. I don't play about that stuff, especially something that's serious of a topic. Like I go pretty deep with that. All right, so let's see what we're getting here. I'm getting a yes. for La Opulence. That's a cool name, La Opulence. I'm getting a yes because we literally have the Six of Cups here in the middle of the deck, which is about children. It's about reconciliation, so we're reconnecting. Um, Two of Cups, also about reconnecting. So this looks pretty good. Um, yeah. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. I mean, sorry, the Knight of Cups. So the only thing that I was a little bit not so sure about at first, but now that I see the energy around it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. The Ace of Cups, or sorry, Ace of Pentacles was here in the reverse. Now, I'm wondering if one of the reasons why you haven't seen your child is because of finances. Let me know if that makes sense. But so maybe that put like a little bit of a delay on that. Let me know if that makes sense. But this looks good, especially with that Six of Cups in particular. Maybe feel really, really warm and fuzzy when I saw that card. Like that's literally, ooh, my phone is dying. That literally is all about. Sorry guys. That is literally about. There we go. Whew, that would have been terrible if this would have cut off while I was reading. Yeah, that card literally is about linking with your child or something like that. So, or childlike energy. So that looks really good for you. So I hope that resonated. I hope it made sense, and I hope it was helpful. All right, let's see. So like I said, Monique, just reach out to me and we could discuss pricing, okay? All right. And Crystal, I actually did answer your question. You're gonna have to scroll back though, unfortunately. Oh, I see. Because you asked two questions. That's why. Um, Yeah, I'm only doing one free question, my love. Anything else would require a donation of some sort or a paid reading. That's why. Okay, because I'm like, I could have swore I answered your question. But that explains it. Okay, let's see. All right, all right, all right. Oh my god, oh my god. All right, oh my god. This is because this reading is getting long, and I wanted to do a second one. But I'm so happy that you all are here. This makes me happy. I always love to see new names and just people coming back. That this makes me all warm and fuzzy with happiness because you guys are awesome. um, so, Star Angel Tarot, I remember you. How are you, honey? Wants to know, does Ken have good intentions for her moving forward? Clear and most accurate message. All right. Well, starting off, we do have the Page of Swords here, which is about more of like a watching energy. It's not necessarily sneaky per se. Oh, as I say, it's not necessarily sneaky. Oh, come on. Damn it. I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case. Seven of Swords. They're sneaky. Yeah, they're sneaky. I don't know, like, why they're being sneaky, but, like, they're sneaky for some reason. We got the High Priestess, which is about secrets. I don't know if it's, like, another person involved or something like that, but we got the Nine of Pentacles. I hope they're not trying to, like, use you for your money or any shit like that. No, thank you. Clarified Page of Swords. But, yeah, it's giving me sneaky energy. Not feeling good about it. And you read tarot cards, so you know that energy. Based on your name. It's giving me juggling. Got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Lovers. They have a choice to make. So basically, okay, that's what it is. They can't even come towards you even if they wanted to with a love offer because they might have somebody else on the side. Let's just put it that way. Let's be very blatant. Whether they're like physically, like literally in their energy right now, or just like in their head, they're trying to figure out what they want. So they are sneaky right now. So just be careful with that. I hope that makes sense. I hope that is helpful. I'm sorry that it wasn't a more positive message, but one thing with me, I'm always going to tell the truth. Whatever I see in the cards is what I'm going to tell you. So I'm sorry about that. All right. So hi, Brian. Ooh, it's got Charlie horse in my fucking foot. No, not right now. Not right now. That means I need to drink some clean water. That's what that means. Right. So Brian wants to know, will Amanda and him be in a relationship? Here's the most accurate message, and I remember your name too, by the way. It's giving me a yes. I'm getting a yes. We do have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like, this might be a time for you to really stand up for what it is that you want and say what's on your mind. Really stake your claim here to get this person, because, like, it's almost like they want to see you show initiative. I'm getting some initiative. I'm getting something like that. Also don't know if there's like any sort of distance, whether it's like physical distance, like you guys live far from each other, or there's just been distance within the relationship. So maybe that distance has something to do with the fact that, maybe they feel like you haven't been putting in as much effort or initiative as they would like to see. So this might be a good time for you to start presenting in a way that makes them feel like that's what you want. I'm getting something like that, but it does look like it could happen. And I also saw was it the Magician in the middle? Oh well, now it's the Sun, but I believe it was the Magician. So it's like, yeah, it was the Magician in the middle of the deck initially. Both of those cards are actually really positive. So it's giving me that, this could be a really good connection. I'm also getting that this is something you've been manifesting for a while, and probably even vice versa. So now it's just a matter of, action. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that was helpful. And yes, Natty, that's exactly what it is. All right, so I answered that. And yay. So I think I made it to the end of all the questions. I believe so. Awesome. So I made it. I answered everybody. I made sure I looked up a couple of times just to make sure I didn't miss anyone. So with all that said, any of you guys who are interested in private readings, right, that are a lot more in depth, prices are still very reasonable, reach out. And I love my girl Aya. Check her out too. I would say subscribe to her. That's my girl. Yes. Reach out to me and we talk prices, and my prices are already reasonable, but I also offer even greater discounts for people who meet me on here or who are brand new. Brand new customers who've never had a reading from me before. So these count, but like I'm talking about like a reading, like, like these are in depth, but my readings are like, anybody who's ever had a reading from me, they'll tell you that my readings are very in depth. They could pay for a half-hour reading, and guess what? That reading might end up being an hour instead. I'm just saying. That's just how I read. Very in depth, very, I don't even care about the time frame, like, or limit or whatever. Like, you might have paid for a reading that's only a half hour long. That reading might end up being way longer than that, because I want to make sure I get all those messages out there to make sure that it helps you. That's how I read. So even as you see with doing yes and no's, it's never just a pull one card type of thing. You know what I mean? It's always like a little bit more in depth, and then it's even more in depth if you do have to pay, so, or make a donation. So with all that said, I am gonna go. What time is it? Still reasonable time, and I'll still have time to watch TV and shit after this. All right, so I'm gonna go live again. After this, it's going to be a general message, or sorry, a collective message, I should say. But we're going to look into messages from ancestors, things that you could be working on at this time, or that they want you to know. Maybe even direct messages from somebody who could be like a recent past loved one, stuff like that. But it will be collective, so no private or personal questions, but still insightful. So I would say, when we leave out of here, go get some food or water or whatever you need for yourself, and then come back and check us out on here. And so I'm gonna go pee his athletes like that. Get some water. And yeah, I'm also gonna turn off my air conditioner. Cold. It was hot and I'm freezing. It's always like that when I read though. I start off hot and then I get cold at the end. But yeah, so with all that said, I love you guys and thank you so much for all the support, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate all of you guys dearly. Thank you for being cordial on here, not being rude like people from the other night or from last week. It's more than the other night now. Like last week where I almost like was not gonna start doing these readings anymore. Um, yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to watch her after this because we joked about it the other. I think yesterday. She was like, "What time are you going live?" I was like, "Girl, you know I don't ever know what time I'm going live. I never know. It's just a spur of the moment thing for me. So I'm gonna have to watch her when I finish with this reading I'm about to do. But yeah, I gotta check my girl out. All right, so I love you guys and hope I see you guys in a little bit, about maybe 10-15 minutes tops. So until next time, love you guys. See y'all next time. Bye.